the question before us is simple. What proportion of these savings, the $4.4 trillion savings, the over $30 billion in Kenya, should help finance the infrastructure that will create jobs for the children of the workers whose savings we manage? Infrastructure funds like this provide the bridge between long-term savings and long-term national development. Because when domestic capital leads, international capital follows. This is how infrastructure ecosystems were built across Asia. The first world aspiration that we have, these are the structures that they put in place. So we need to replicate them if we're going to get there. And to unlock this at scale, standardization will be essential. Standardization in project development, in risk allocation, in governance frameworks. When infrastructure becomes a recognized and reliable asset class, pension funds can allocate capital with confidence. And institutions such as the Alliance of African Multilateral Financial Institutions, here today, stand ready to walk this journey alongside pension fund managers and governments across the continent. Your Excellency, next month, the Africa Finance Corporation will convene, together with the government of Kenya, the first Africa We Build Summit here in Nairobi, fittingly the home of our new regional headquarters. We're deeply grateful to you for agreeing to host this important gathering, and more importantly, for being a champion of the Africa we build. The purpose of that summit is simple: to mobilize Africa's own capital to build Africa's future. Because the challenge before Africa is not the absence of capital, it is the organization of that capital. The Africa We Build Summit will therefore bring together heads of governments, the African Union, ministers, cabinet secretaries, AMFI principals and delegates, development partners, investors and institutions, banks, around a shared objective: to mobilize Africa's domestic capital pools to finance the infrastructure and industries that will power the Africa we build. Because ultimately, the question before our generation is not whether Africa has the resources. We do have the resources. Africa has resources. It is not whether Africa has the capital. Africa has capital. The real question is whether we have the conviction to organize those resources to build the future we want. Today, Kenya has answered that question with clarity. And if we replicate this spirit across our continent, the story of Africa will change within a generation. Because the Africa our children will inherit will not be the Africa we hoped for. It will be the Africa we chose to build. Thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you at the Infrastructure Summit. Thank you.